So I knew that they were gonna, what's it called? Show this, and that there was gonna be no character after. This is what they showed last time. This looks like, I would guess, his intro. This is all they showed last time, and they showed no gameplay. In traditional Arxis character reveal fashion since Dragon Ball's come out, all they've done is these mad short fucking 30-second trailers. So this trailer, like all the other ones we've seen so far, is super short, so don't blink. Goddamn fucking Renson or whatever the fuck that move is called. Damn, that's the only part that got me hyped. Okay, so that's the trailer. Now let's go back and look at some of this. Damn, Axl looks great. This is like classic Axl. I'm happy that this is the first thing that they showed, right? Because for me, when I think of Axl and Exer, this is all I think of. Anti-air. I mean, it seems to me the animations and the way Axl looks, right? It looks very, very like similar to how it looked in the last game. Nice. Blows through projectiles. Wall bounce. And then that looked, it kind of looked like 2 bounces, but I think it's only 1, right? That's 6p bounce. Oh, Jesus. Look at the way he bounces off the wall. 6p bounce. And then I thought that this is another bounce, but it's not. It's just Axl throwing him up in the air. Yeah, this looks good. The way the sickles fly around and then fly back to his hand look good too. Air uppercut. That lariat at the end is really good. Are these camera angles gameplay or just trailer? I got to assume just trailer. Like stuff like this is definitely just trailer. We've seen like the game do this thing where like when it hits red like this and it means like counter hit or something, right? The game slows down and freezes, but obviously right here, this red happens and it's just regular hit stun, right? So right there, there's a freeze, but it's for the trailer. This, it hits red, nothing fancy happens. This is a bounce, nothing fancy happened. Clearly now, it's one of those situations where they are using it for the trailer and cinematics. Maybe there are moments where it slows down on big counter hits, but that part, that is the biggest part of the trailer that stood out to me for sure. The rest of it, this all looks like Axl. If you're an Axl fan, this all looks like Axl. But him clotheslining the shit out of May, I gotta tell you. Look at the way he runs up right when MC Bosco hit me with an 8 months. Thanks very much. Why didn't they show you Pont? Ew. Look at the way he runs up, smile on his face. May's like, oh, shit. Boom! Just fucking takes her out. And she goes, where the fuck does she go flying to? That is destruction. Magic Moste's GG 2020, all the wackest characters versus Soul. You know, I don't think you've ever said anything more correct in your entire life. When are they gonna reveal one other cool character? They've only revealed Soul so far. As far as I'm concerned, this game has one character, and his name is Soul Bad Guy. They haven't shown Chip, they haven't shown Faust, they haven't shown Milia. These are all shithead characters, but characters that I could be about. They haven't shown Slayer, bitch ass character for sure, but I'm about him. You got fucking steak and you're like, where's my lobster? I don't know. Soul is the steak. The rest of these characters, I don't know who they are yet. Come on, bruh. Axl's alright, but like, who first of all thinks Axl's that cool? And second of all, enjoys playing against Axl? Second of all, who the fuck wants to fight against May? Third of all, who the fuck... I mean, it's Kai, so that's like, you know, alright. So these are the 4 characters they've announced so far. Let me just do some light shading real quick. So the thing for me is that I'm a little surprised that they've only announced 1 character. So I'm hoping that that means that for the actual playable version, they announce some more characters because, you know, I mean, it's going to be balanced because there's only 1 character. That's true, yeah. The game will have, it's not going to have a lot of variety, right? But... I mean, you know, they only released Soul because you both have thick necks. Soul don't have that thick of a neck, does he? Although Kai got that long neck. Yeah, here comes a Daredevil. 2 more characters. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be that surprised if these 2 characters don't include the new character they showed at EVO. I feel like these 2 characters, there's going to be maybe, I think Potemkin has an okay chance because he's a big body and they don't have anybody like that yet. and then some other probably weird design. Holy Order Soul and Robo Kai. That's what it's going to be, just another Soul and Kai. It's Goku. Yeah, it's just going to be Goku and Naruto. Yeah, so I'm excited for this. This is cool because that means that for the Arc Revel Finals, that there's going to be 6 characters playable, and hopefully people get their hands on the game and we get some good footage from it. I really want them to show, what's it called? To show it on stream, like do an exhibition for it or something during the event. That would be great. I would like some high quality footage and not just like hand cam footage, you know what I mean? I want it captured from a capture card. Speaking of which, I was watching this trailer live when it came on in Steam, and all I saw in the chat room, it was crazy. I didn't realize what has happened, and the chat was just full, as far as the eye can see, of people spamming GGPO. Every single comment in that chat room was GGPO, GGPO, netcode, GGPO, GGPO, netcode, GGPO. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh no. Okay, so I'm like looking at the screen, I look at the chat room, GGPO, GGPO. I'm looking at the screen, I look at the chat room, GGPO, GGPO. And then there's people in the chat room that are like, fuck you, Sajam, look at what you did. And to counter that, I'll say I did nothing. If the netcode was good, I wouldn't have had to do anything. All I'd have been doing is thanking God Rugal for dropping the big 2 months. Thanks very much. It's not my fault. If the netcode was good, I couldn't complain about it. I won't be getting any gigs from Arxis anymore. What gigs have I been getting from Arxis? And second of all, if saying you should improve your netcode doesn't get me hired from events, do you think I would want to work with somebody like that? Could you imagine, just like I imagine that God Rugal gifted the big 5 subs? Thanks very much. Holy shit.